Hi there, binary options traders. My name is AJ, and today I'm going to be showing you a 60-second option that I took on the GBP-USD, the cable. It was a small investment, but as you've been watching my videos, I've tried to scale back a little bit because of the recent turbulence that's been happening in the markets completely across the board in all major currency pairs. So in order to protect myself, I've lowered my investment amounts, and so far that's working for me, and it's just a part of my money management style. But I'm going to show you today a winning trade that I took, and as you can see, it was a 60-second option right here on 24 option. A little bit of pain at the beginning, but eventually rose in the direction that I wanted to, and I'm going to show you why I was confident in this trade. So as you can see here, this is the 1 minute window on MetaTrader, and the interesting thing is that both the two indicators that I rely on for entries and for confirmations and that kind of thing, which are the stochastic and the RSI, the stochastic was pretty much flat and the RSI was pretty wonky itself. So I didn't use those for confirmation or to take my entry. In fact, what I used is something that I used when I first started trading, and I kind of gravitate toward it sometimes when I'm trading, and so I'm going to show it to you today. It was basically these sort of orangey brown yellow lines that are here, and what they're known as, they're called Bollinger Bands. They're created by John Bollinger, and you can Wikipedia that if you want to learn more about that. But essentially what they do is that it places a moving average on the chart. So this one, for example, is a 50 moving average. And it places it both 2 standard deviations above and below. So basically using that concept, you have an idea of how much price should range within 2 standard deviations. So it's like a form of bell curve on your chart. So an idea of where the price should be going. So as you can see over here, when it stepped out of that zone, it quickly came back in. And when it stepped out over here, it came back in. And then when it stepped out over here, it came back in. Now, it doesn't come back in very quickly, always, but usually I find, depends on what currency pairs you're trading. The Euro-USD is pretty good for that, because I'm pretty sure that there are some market movers and professional traders that like to use Bollinger Bands, and they use that as a confirmation signal to get back in or to get out. So right over here, where you see this doji over here, that's where I placed my entry. And as you can see, the next candle over it was green. So it closed above higher, which is great. It just touched that the Bollinger Band, so I had a pretty good feeling about it. And since it was a 60-second option, I was pretty certain it was going to go my way. But as you can see, it did dip a little bit lower and was a little bit of pain at the beginning, but eventually rose up. So that's pretty much it from my end on the trade. It's not the standard trade that I like to take, but again, you just have to learn to use the tools in your toolbox and use them when they apply best. And if you're like Rich, you just won't have any tools like that at all. You just have basic chart experience that you'll use to understand price action. And I hope to grow as a trader enough to that level. But for now, I'm going to rely on the toys in my toolbox. So that's pretty much it. I want to encourage you, because I saw last night and somebody sent me a couple of links to it. There was this BBC series called $1 Million Traders, which is essentially a bunch of novice traders who get put through this training by this hedge fund manager, and they are supposed to manage $1 million. And this happens to occur right when the subprime mortgage market crisis happens in the United States. So it's a phenomenal watch, because, in my opinion, because it just shows the crazy psychology that you have to go through when you're being a trader. And I understand that a lot of binary options traders don't really think of themselves as traders, but it's important to think of yourself as a trader to deal with the psychology that you have to face every time you take a trade. And you're going to have a little bit of nervousness no matter how good of a trader you are. But it's incredible to see the difference, that dealing with these large amounts of cash and making the right decisions, doing your homework, and all these kind of things. Now, I don't think it's very educational in the sense that you won't learn new indicators, you won't learn how to look at a chart. It's pretty non-finance oriented, I find. I mean, I guess it's just like a BBC documentary, just designed to throw you into the world despite what your experience may be. But even so, I highly recommend it because it's just a great watch. It's available on YouTube. There are 3 links because it's a series of 3 1-hour long episodes. So you can watch them at your leisure. I'm going to put them in the description so you can check them out. And it's just a solid thing to see. And I was completely engrossed in that. I actually watched all 3 last night. And phenomenal watch. And I've added them to my favorites as well. So if you're interested, definitely check those videos out. That being said, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video. Also, if you do not have a 24-option account, you can click the link in the description and get one of those. And then eventually also go to the live chat and get a demo account. That's pretty much it for me. I hope you had a great time watching this. And I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow for the trade of the day.